Dramatic images coming in overnight. You saw victims stuck in the aftermath of Harvey, desperately seeking to be rescued, so many pitching in to help.
That's right, and the Texas National Guard sharing this rescue video overnight, saving people from the flood zone, live streaming as they went door to door. The Coast Guard so far has carried out at least 3,700 rescues by both boat and air, and as we've said, those rescues are still continuing at this hour. FEMA is estimating as many as 450,000 disaster victims could seek help, and there are at least 7 known deaths right now connected to this storm.
That number almost certain to climb. We have team coverage from Texas to Louisiana in the storm zone. Our chief national correspondent Tom Yamas starts us off. Good morning, Tom.
George, those pictures from overnight are so heartbreaking. People and families being loaded into front end loaders and to those dump trucks in the pounding rain brought over here to the convention center. This is where they're processed. You can see the Houston Police Department is out here in full force along with the Red Cross. And then right here, this is what they call home. The problem, though, the Red Cross had planned for 5,000 people. That's how many cots they have. But right now they have somewhere around 9,000. So just behind me, we're not going to zoom in here to give people their privacy, but where you see that police tape there are people now sleeping on the floor. It's not an ideal situation. It is far from perfect, but it is dry, it is warm, and more importantly, it's out of the danger zone.
This morning, with the death toll rising, conditions growing more desperate as the search for survivors continues on the ground and in the air. The entire Texas Guard activated, now going door to door during the night. In the air, the Coast Guard rescuing more than 450 people, including this family of 5 wading through the murky waters.
We are just beginning the process of responding to this storm. We are still involved in the search and rescue process.
Officials now releasing millions of gallons from the Addicks and Barker reservoirs in the Houston area, hoping to prevent a catastrophic dam failure. But that water inundating neighborhoods, forcing thousands more from their homes.
We had to leave some people behind, which is really, really tough in these situations.
And overnight, so many scrambling to safety, packing into buses, even dump trucks. This convoy of desperation, taking people away from their flooded out homes to places like this.
We never experienced anything like this.
The Convention Center in downtown Houston. It's the largest shelter housing victims of Hurricane Harvey. The Red Cross had planned for 5,000 people, each one getting a cot to sleep in. But now there are more than 8,000, and that number is growing. The Red Cross insists they can house more, but some may have to sleep on the floor.
We've been out there. It's really bad. Do you think you're going to get to a point where there's not enough space for everyone?
We're not going to turn people away. If it has to be someplace where we sit in chairs for a little while instead, at least we're going to put a roof over people's head and get them safe.
Shelters across the Houston area, dozens of them, are filling up. Families coming in waterlogged, hungry, and still in shock.
The water that I saw, it was so frightening. I've never seen that much water before.
Heartbreaking.
But some need more than just a shelter.
They said that her temperature was under 90, so all of them. Yeah, so we're trying to
Your baby's temperature is what?
Under 90.
It's under 90 degrees?
Yeah.
The floods took Northeast Houston resident Jerica Williams' home. She's fighting now to make sure it doesn't take her family.
But it hurts to see my baby like this and tell my little cousins and not being able to help them.
It's so heartbreaking. We offered to help Jerica and her family to take them to a hospital, but she said she was going to be okay. They were going to a hotel and a warm room. And George, that is not an isolated case. There are several families here. There are a lot of babies here in the convention center. But the Red Cross is adamant. They are not going to deny anyone. They do need a lot of things. They need volunteers, nurses, social workers, and donations. They told us yesterday this is becoming very, very expensive. George?
All through the broadcast, we'll be sharing ways you can help back at home. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.